out in Bearden. Breakfast looks like it's going to be French toast sticks, fruit, and milk. For lunch, barbecue pork sandwiches, sweet potato fries, coleslaw, and fruit. Out in Harmony Grove, pancake on a stick and yogurt and fresh fruit for breakfast. Lunch going to be meatballs with gravy, mashed potatoes and gravy, California blend vegetables, no gravy, peaches, fresh fruit, sliced bread. If you don't want that, eat a salad. Out in Hampton, for breakfast, it's going to be sausage and a biscuit or a donut stick, graham crackers, fruit, milk, and juice. Lunch in Hampton's going to be spaghetti with the bread stick, tossed green salad, corn, and fruit. Well, there you go. That's what we're feeding you on a hump day with your menus. I'm JJ.
The week.
Yeah, it's been that kind of week, girlfriend, but, hey, TGI hump day, huh?
I want to call Wednesday hump day.
Well, too bad.
That's what we're calling it.
My hump, my hump day.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is?
It's hump day. And also,
Showtime.
Check it out.
Wake up! Morning, Doc.
Good morning.
How's it been going the last couple of days?
It's been crazy craze.
There's something humming over on your side.
Hang on, it's that cord over there.
Oh,
I was
okay.
doing it yesterday.
All right. Well, yeah, we fix that. I hate a hum. You know, everybody else says they want you to hum a few bars. I don't want you to hum a few bars. I would just soon no hum. It's just barely there, but it's there. All right, tell you what, while Doc works on that, we'll go ahead and run down the list of sponsors for the Roundtable, brought to you each and every weekday morning by our friends out at Timberland Dental. They're offering a fulfilling career opportunity in a family-oriented environment. They invite you to join their team to ensure top-notch patient care. Dental hygienists are needed. Your role includes thorough cleanings. Thorough cleanings and see what else. Here we go. Patient education, vital for maintaining beautiful smiles. We value teamwork, respect, and growth, competitive pay, and flexible hours, and a supportive atmosphere. Timberland Dental, where you belong, baby. If you're ready to make a difference, apply now. Timberland Dental, 135 Cash Road in Camden. Let's see. We're also brought to you in part by our friends out at Storage Floor and Carpet. They invite you to visualize. Yep, you can see that new flooring project online. Go to storagefloor.com, upload your photo into their visualizer, and see your options.
That hum is better. Nope, it just came back.
Yeah, I know. It's fading in and out, and that's all right. We'll deal with it later. Let's see. Washita County Medical Center's CDU, reminding you you are not alone. Established in 1985, OCMC's CDU specializes in substance abuse treatment. They've got a dedicated staff, and they can help you get through your addiction through their individualized plans that blend medical, behavioral, and 12-step recovery models. Tell you what, call 870-836-1289, 1-800-222-1289. All calls are confidential, and they'll help you get better. Elite Fitness Clubs, 24/7 key fob access, cutting-edge equipment. They do those interactive cardio machines with apps like Netflix and MyFitnessPal. And exclusive to Camden, they've got this far infrared sauna for a holistic health experience. The club emphasizes the preventative benefits of exercise against serious illness, promoting a healthier lifestyle. Affordable membership options, employer incentives, and Medicare Advantage programs make fitness accessible. Call them up, 870-807-2589. Tell them you heard about it on the radio. Maybe they give you a discount. Probably not, but you never know. Can't hurt. Mitchell's Body Shop. They've been serving auto owners for more than 20 years. They do auto body, collision repair, framework, glasswork, refinishing. Accidents do happen, so if you find yourself in a ditch, just call
Maria
at Mitchell's Body Shop, 837-2560. The Sandbar, 245 South Adams here in Camden, offering a delightful experience with a happy hour food, Wi-Fi, kids menu, and more. They're open from 4 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday, and they provide a fantastic atmosphere and great service. Call them up, 870-836-3003. That's where you'll find an exceptional dining experience. We are brought to you in part by our friends out at Everybody's Antiques, 436 South Bradley in El Dorado. They're a premier destination for antiques, gifts, and collectibles. I'll tell you, 120 booths, 31,000 square feet. Shop with a friend. You get lost. Call 870-875-1444. And by First Choice Family Care, Dr. Jera and staff. Open 8 to 6, Monday through Friday, 476 Hospital Drive. Call 870-800-9002. Budget Propane over in McNeil, 870-393-0032. If you call them, you're going to find yourself talking to a real-life human being, not a computer voice. I'm telling you, Alexa, I need propane. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Call 870-393-0032. Now serving Calhoun County. And by Neely Forestry and Real Estate United Country, based here in Camden. Real estate services include homes, historic properties, recreational and investment properties, timberland, hunting land, farms, and more. Branch offices in Shreveport, Arkadelphia, and Hot Springs. They've been running around town since 1925. Call 870-836-5981. See what Neely Forestry can do for you. And then on Wednesday, out at Hog Wild Bins and Bargains, it is Dollar Day. Dollar Day Wednesday, baby. That's right. Everything in the bin is just $1. And if you think that's going to make you holler, they're going to be closed tomorrow while they restock all of those bins. So if you're interested in seeing what's left, you better get your butt on over to Hog Wild Bins and Bargains down in El Dorado. All right. Let's see. Doc, what's been going on since I left? Anything?
Ooh.
Well, I figured you guys were on vacation, being as I was gone. You didn't have to do anything to do.
Well, I wouldn't say so much about vacation. Working on this big story here about these alleged forged checks and fraud and
How'd y'all catch me?
well, you're really good because it's somebody else's signature.
Yeah, I know.
But still working on that story, waiting on some other stuff to come in. I've got an idea of where the direction of the story is going, but I need the stuff that I FOIA'd to back that claim.
I got you. All right.
And then today, we got a slew of celebrities coming to town.
Do we now?
Yeah, you know who Sarah Huckabee Sanders is?
Yeah, I might have heard of her.
She got a few songs out. You
Right,
might have heard it
yeah.
on the radio.
Oh, she be blailing.
She's coming to town.
Oh.
And you know this guy, John Bozeman?
Oh, I used to play with that dude at Fillmore.
Yeah, he makes those speakers.
Right.
Those Bose speakers.
Yeah, and yeah, he ain't real good at it anymore. I mean,
that's what makes him the Bose man.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And Westerman, you probably heard of him.
Yeah, well, he's got them dishwashers and stuff, right?
Yeah, something like that. But he's coming to our studios.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All of them coming to the studio?
Nope, just Westerman.
What'd you do to the other ones?
I guess they're too scared to come here.
Oh, I see.
Because, we do a weekly segment with Bruce Westerman on Saturday mornings.
Absolutely.
So every Saturday morning at 5:30, we've got a segment that's done with it. But see, they do it out of the Queen. So that's our fearless boss man up there in the Queen.
Yeah, our sister stations, our cousin stations.
Where our fearless leader is?
Yes.
Jay Bunyard?
Yep, that one.
Well,
Yep.
they interview Westerman there in DeQueen. And then they ship it here, and then you get to hear it here on KBEU. But today, he's coming here. And we're going to interview him and talk to him and stuff, and we're going to do our own segment.
All right. Well,
But,
it sounds like that could be fun.
But reason why they're all coming to town, not just because they just love Camden, but they're coming to town for a specific reason. They're doing a groundbreaking ceremony.
A brown graking?
Yeah, a groundbreaking.
Okay.
Groundbreaking ceremony.
God knows I don't want to miss a brown graking.
Over in East Camden. So they're going to do the shovel thing,
What are they groundbreaking over there?
Dirt.
All right. So
On
we
this-
need
this-
more dirt.
on
This is true.
piece of land. And this piece of land is going to be where they're going to build this facility.
All right. And we're not telling everybody what the facility is supposed to be?
Well, it's to help build other apparatus and things like that for the Iron Dome.
Well, I see.
Yeah, so we doing business with people overseas, and they decided that they wanted some of our stuff,
I see.
and so it's like, oh, well, we're gonna have to expand.
Well, we're going to need a little more room.
We're gonna need a little more room for this one.
What?
Back it up, Terry.
Huh? Tell you what, you guys hang on. We're going to get Doc Bryce to work on this hum and see if we can get that thing knocked out just a little bit more. That is irritating.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys hang out. Give us just a couple minutes. We'll be right back. Good morning, South Arkansas. It's time for the Ouachita River Report for Wednesday, February 21st. In Camden, the current gauge reading is 18.29 feet. Flood stage is 26 feet. Arkadelphia, currently at 6.87 feet. Flood stage is 17 feet. At Thatcher Lock and Dam, the current gauge reading is 82.15 feet. Flood stage is 79 feet. And at Mediabase State Park, the gauge reading is 80.4 feet. Flood stage is 82 feet. Flood warnings remain in effect until further notice for the Ouachita River at Thatcher Lock and Dam. That means that minor flooding is occurring and minor flooding is forecast. Now, at Thatcher Lock and Dam, the river is expected to fall to 81.5 feet on Thursday and 80.5 feet late Friday or early Saturday. You can stay up to date with your current river conditions right here every weekday morning. Reliability of this forecast is based on current and forecasted river and weather conditions from the National Weather Service in Little Rock. Have a great week.
It's time to check the Radio Works South Arkansas Community Bulletin Board.
The Ruby Snyder Ministry Center Food and Clothing Pantry Thrift Store, located at 133 Haynes Avenue in Camden, is open every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's right, you can now go visit Ruby every Tuesday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ruby Snyder is accepting clothing and food donations when they are open.
We're looking at partly sunny skies throughout the day with temperatures reaching near 76. Your winds will be out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, overnight low near 58. For Thursday, we'll have a gradual clearing. It'll eventually become sunny with temperatures reaching near 77. Then on Thursday night, mostly clear skies with an overnight low near 47. Friday, sunny and 69. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ. All right, we're back on the roundtable. Yeah, I've been out the last couple of days.
Hang on.
Huh?
Okay, it is gone. Oh, that's so much better.
Yes, the hum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you to hum a few bars for me. Well, actually, that's not too bad.
I try.
I'd probably live with that one.
I try.
Yeah, at least long enough for me to turn his mic off. And then, bam, no more hum. See how amazing that is?
Am I? No, it's still working.
It is now. Let's see. Baseball and softball signups. Are we still doing that?
I'm not sure if we hit the deadline or not, because this past weekend...
Well, it says through February 24th.
Oh, well, then we're still doing it. Now you can do it online.
Oh, okay. So
And-
we've expanded.
Yes, before it was you had to come to the radio station or go to City Hall or go over to Ken's Discount.
Right.
And you need to do cash or check to get signed up.
Right.
So it's what, $55 for first kid, $45
For each
kid
additional, yeah.
And that was supposed to cover your hat, your shirt, and your socks.
Right.
So everything else you have to go buy. So you need to go buy some pants.
Pants and underwear.
Yeah, maybe a cup. And some shoes.
Maybe a cup would be a real good idea.
Some shoes to run it. You don't want to be out there on a baseball field in flip-flops.
Oh, no. You wear your cowboy boots.
I can run a cowboy boot.
I'm going to tell you, I can stomp a mud off.
Don't think I can't run a cowboy boot.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm from?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We came out of
Speaking of that.
We came out of the womb in boots, two-stepping.
Speaking of that.
Uh-huh.
Billboard needs to be shot.
Yeah, but we don't use Billboard.
Billboard needs to be shot.
We don't use Billboard.
They just announced that Beyonce's single, Texas Hold'em, has debuted at number 1 on the Hot Country charts.
Whatever. It's not
Hot
on our
country.
chart.
Have you listened to this yet?
Yes, I have heard it. Have you heard it?
Well, I listened to a snippet of it this morning.
Oh, I listened to the whole thing.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
This ain't Texas. Cards down, down, down. Your keys.
Yeah, I don't mind the song. It really doesn't sound that bad. At least what I've heard of it so far.
Well, I can tell you when it comes to, like, when I do wedding events and stuff.
Sure.
Oh, this song's going to pack dance floor.
You can count on that.
And I bet you it's going to pack the dance floor and everything in the clubs. I bet you they'll even have a line dance to it.
Well, yeah, but I hope the girls are wearing a little bit more than what Beyonce's wearing in this here video.
Yeah.
I mean, because the girl ain't got no clothes on.
But when it comes to...
I mean, this is not safe for work.
And I'm using air quotes over here. Country music?
Yeah.
Just because you mentioned some country-type words?
Mm-hmm. And you got a little fiddle in your song back
and a banjo, and you sound like you got a little hoedown going.
Yeah, well, there was something that was, what did you say before, down?
A hoedown?
Yeah, anyway.
You mean a 304?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, that don't make it country.
No, you could put your boots in the oven, but that don't make them biscuits.
Exactly.
See, and that's what... To me, that's what the industry is trying to do, is shove this to us as, this is country. That's pop.
I don't understand how a song debuts at number 1.
Because it's Billboard.
That's exactly what it is. They want to ram this one down your throat, so we're going to tell you this is number 1.
Now, when it comes to Billboard, you got to figure out which charts are they using. I mean, if they're talking about, like, streaming, like, everybody's like, oh, well, what's the hustle and bustle about this song? And then they're, like, getting on Spotify, Apple, everything else to figure out what the hype is.
Right.
Well, that counts. It's not because they like it. It could just be because they're curious and they go listen to it. It counts.
Oh, so you telling me I just helped Billboard?
Yep, you did.
Well, I don't even like them guys.
However, on our side of the industry, we use Mediabase. And guess where it is on the overall country charts that we use to program Y95?
268.
Not even close. It debuted, so that means, and I mean like, it just popped on the chart at 50.
It started at 50.
Yeah, so on our side, it showed up at 50. Now, on the Rhythmic side, like the way we program Magic,
right?
Okay, it showed up at 40. And then depending on which way we want to lean, because we do use Rhythmic and R&B charts through Mediabase, so it shows up 40 on the Rhythmic and 29 at R&B. That's where they placed. First time out.
Well, this will make her the first black woman to ever have the top spot over on the Billboard country charts.
Darius Rucker.
Girl.
Oh, girl. Oh, sorry.
Girl. Darius Rucker has a stem.
I was thinking
Beyonce. I think she does.
I was thinking going from pop to country, and that's the first. He's the first one that pops in my mind because you're talking about Hootie and the Blowfish.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you just had Tracy Chapman, who just became the first black woman to solely write a number 1 country song.
Yeah, but how long did that take?
Well, it took until Luke Combs, redid it.
Right.
But other than that, some people are not loving Beyonce's recent foray into country music.
Well, see, the thing is, if you listen to the song, there's a formula to country. All right? Country has to be relatable. So the thing is, with it being relatable, there's a story to tell. There's a storyline.
Right.
And so you tell that story. It's relatable to the listener. The listener connects to the storyline. And they bond with the song. So with Beyonce's song, there's no storyline. It's just a word salad of words that you would use in a country song.
Sure.
And so you mix it all up and throw in a really catchy toe-stomping beat with a banjo and a fiddle, and poof, You got
Woo,
yourself-
we got a country. That's what happened with that dude, Lil Nas X.
Yes, with the old what was
Old
it?
Town Road.
Yeah, Old Town Road. And it was the same concept with that. So this thing just showed up this week, all right? So there's no past spins on this. I'm looking at the spins right now. For this
Right.
week, in the country, for country stations, it's had 679 spins. So here's where it's getting its spins from. So
Yeah, okay.
So
Do tell.
on the overnights, that's usually midnight to 5, 175 spins.
Right.
So for the AM drive, like right now, this is AM drive,
Well, yeah, it's at morning.
183 spins. Now for midday, that's what I'm on, 55 spins. See how it kind of drops?
Sure.
And then for PM drive, that would be like 5 to midnight,
Yes.
85 spins.
So it's being forced down the throats of those late at night.
Yeah, so then after 7, it's getting 181 spins. So who's the people that are making this thing bump up is the Gen Zs.
Oh, y'all need to quit.
Because, see, you got to remember who's listening in the AM drive. You got a mix of kids and parents. So that explains why.
That's because we love the parents and the kids.
And that's why it's at 183. But then you get to midday and PM drive. Well, that's mostly the adults, people at work, and people heading home. So that's why it's so low at 55 and 85.
In case you're just tuning in, we're talking about Beyonce's new single, Texas Hold'em.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
Just debuted at #1 on the Hot Country Songs chart.
Billboard charts.
Yeah, Billboard. Did I not say Billboard?
Well, you didn't say Billboard. You said Hot Country Charts.
And, not everybody loves it. Not everybody loves it. But, hey, Lainey Wilson was asked about it and said she does love it. She says the more the merrier. Come on down, Beyonce.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I mean, it's just not what I would consider. When did country music become the thing that everybody said, oh, I got to get in on that?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, come on.
Those numbers I told you for the countryside?
Yes.
And Beyonce's at 50,
Right.
where she's at 29 on the R&B chart.
Right.
So she's at 29. Her spins are way lower, but she's at 29.
Well, I guess that means that fewer people are listening. That way it makes the spins worth more.
I don't know, because her spins on the R&B side for being at 29, for placing 29 out the gate, is under 50. So she's getting less than 50 spins nationwide.
And climbing the chart.
And she's at 29,
Well, you tell me this is not money driven.
whereas she has higher spins on the countryside, but she is placed lower on the charts.
More competition.
I guess so.
Well, because a lot of people have been rooting against old Luke Combs, too, for some reason. Well, you can go and keep on wishing, but that song that he just put out, Where the Wild Things Are?
God, that's an awesome song.
Just hit #1, making it 18 in a row for Luke Combs. Every one of Luke Combs' singles has hit #1, starting with Hurricane, his very first in 2016. Now, Alabama, the band Alabama, still holds the record with 21 in a row from 1980 to 1987, but Luke's definitely making a run at it. He's also just the second country artist to replace himself in the top spot. Willie Nelson did it twice in 1976 and 1982. Different Round Here by Riley Green, featuring Luke, was #1 on the Mediabase chart last week.
Yep.
So, Luke
And
Combs.
that's what we use as the media-based charts. Yeah, because Pretty Little Poison is at #2.
Yeah, and see, that's not one of my favorite songs.
No, it's not. So this chart that I'm looking at, it's an industry chart, and only we can access it.
Right.
However, there is an overall chart that Mediabase will put out every Friday in the USA Today. So they'll do a chart for the public, and you can see what that is. But when you listen to the CT 40 Country Top 40 with Fitz,
Right.
if I T with a Z, I used to work with that guy in Dallas.
Fits with the hits.
Yeah, Fitz with the hits. He's done that shtick since I've met him back in 2000. That's the same charts that he uses. So I could go in here and pretty much tell you what the number one song is before he even goes on the air.
Well, there you go.
And I already know what the top 40 lineup's going to be. Because,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, because I can see it. But if you pick up a USA Today on Friday, you can also see the same chart that he's using. See,
Spoiler alerts.
Tim McGraw's got a new one out. It's called One Bad Habit. And it's at 40 right now. And that's where our charts are when it comes to new music. We do 1 through 40. And then Beyonce's up there at 50, so it's like she got some work to do if she's going to make it in our top 40.
Well, I mean, it's not everybody that can make it in the actual country top 40.
Yeah, but what happens if she does cross in and she hits 40 like next week?
Well, we didn't know we were going to be saying Jelly Roll on the radio neither.
That's the other thing, too. Hey, his new song, Halfway to Hell,
right?
It's at 26.
Well, he was just in the news, too.
And he's got like... he's got like 2,158 spins on that one this week.
Oh, I mean, dude is doing amazing. And again, he was in the country music news. Let's see, Jelly Roll. He couldn't make it to, oh, doggone it, where is it now? Jelly Roll missed the People's Choice Awards. All right, he's the best as far as the people are concerned. He wasn't at the People's Choice Awards the other night to accept the award for Male Country Artist of the Year because he had promised some kids in a juvenile detention center that he'd be with them. So you want to talk priorities? The man has definitely, he's trying to do something good with his infamy.
He's trying to turn it around.
Yeah. So, I mean,
and be an influence.
About the People's Choice Awards, he said, "Don't take me not being there as anything other than a sign of love and respect and me trying to do better for my community." So, this is a good side.
Wait a minute.
Wait. CMA. What?
Can I use that excuse not to go to city council meetings?
Sure.
I'm trying to do better for the community.
Don't take me not being there as anything other than a sign of love and respect.
Yeah.
Me trying to do better for my community.
Trying to do better for my community.
If you give it that Texas drawl,
yeah,
you can probably sling it out for about 35, 40 seconds, too.
Uh-huh. And how could you fault me for not being at the meeting? Because I'm trying to do better for my community.
He seems so proud of the kids he was teaching to. As he says, these kids wrote some big songs today, man. We're going to work something out where y'all can start hearing what we're working on. The Jelly Studio is running.
The Jelly Studio.
So instead of being showered with gratitude and praise at a big fancy awards show, Jelly was in a juvenile detention center teaching incarcerated kids how to sing. Save this man at all costs. I'm telling you. I never thought I would say Jelly Roll on Y95.
Yeah.
But, here we are. And I couldn't be happier. The man's doing a great job.
We had this debate last week about, what artist is really country, what you would consider country.
Sure.
And Morgan Wallen came up and it's like, a lot of people said that ain't country. And then, of course, Chris Stapleton came up and I was like, I don't know. I mean, no, but yeah.
It's a tough one, yeah.
And then Jelly Roll came up, too. And it was like, kind of up there with Chris Stapleton. Not really, but you know what? We'll accept him. Because, if you think about it.
We'll take him because we like 3 of his songs, okay?
Because it's like we've gone through these phases with country music. Back when I got in, it was the young country phase. And then from there, it went to this, it kind of meandered around for a little bit till about 2000s, and we came up with this new country. And then new country turned into bro country.
That's country, bro.
Oh.
God, I miss you, Toby.
And now it seems like we're getting into Nirvana country. Because if you notice,
yes.
a lot of the songs, especially...
And there's a lot of Nirvana country out there.
Like Warren Zetters. That would be Nirvana country.
Well, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Nirvana fan.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm saying...
No, I love Kurt Cobain.
It's
but,
that sound.
It just doesn't belong on my country chart.
It's just that sound. Chase Beckham kind of got that Nirvana country sound.
Sure.
And that seems to be the new phase that we're going into where everybody's kind of slowing the tempo down a little bit. and then kind of using that raspy, not so professional, tightened up voice, kind of like Kurt Cobain did.
Right.
He sang. And so, and that's the other thing I noticed too, is the style of voicing. When it comes to singing, it's Nirvana country.
Yeah, I mean, it's just completely and totally amazing, especially when you consider some of the things that are up and coming, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they had this kid on American Idol, all right? 15-year-old kid from McIntosh, Alabama. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick.
Be able to tell my story to American Idol, ever. Makes me happy just thinking about it. And I ain't going out to chop wood. Wow. So cover me up. You know you're enough to use me for good.
See, he's 15 years old on American Idol and, wants to be a country music artist.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a great set of pipes, man.
But see, he's using that raspy voice.
Right. I mean, there's that Nirvana.
Uh-huh.
And I really hate to see country music go in that direction.
Now, the one I get a lot of complaints about is, why am I not playing more Tyler Childers?
It gets to be tricky at this point.
It does. Because I do play Tyler Childers. That is right? Tyler Childers?
Yes.
Okay.
Childers, whatever.
So I do play him. He is in rotation. But because where he ranks, I just use him as a filler. So when I'm out of my regular music for the hour,
right,
I'll throw him in as a filler to get through the hour. And so I use him between midnight and 6 a.m. So, if you want to hear 195 play Tyler Childers, it's going to be somewhere between midnight and 6 a.m.
Typically. Not all the way.
Well,
not all the time.
But he was further down in the charts, but now he's been creeping to where he's getting up. He's at 42 right now with In Your Love.
Okay.
And that's the one we're playing right now.
Right.
So he's slowly creeping up, and it's been on the charts here for a couple of weeks. 7 weeks now. It's been on the charts. So, he's had a slow climb just to even get to 42. So eventually he will cross into 40, and then when he does hit 40, then that's when he'll move from midnight to 6 a.m. to where he'll move from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yes.
But he doesn't chart well. And so when people ask me, why don't y'all play more Tyler Childers? He's a good country artist.
Well, he is a reasonably talented young man.
But the thing is, though, is that those little time slots where we put songs, that's valuable real estate. So you want your heavy hitters in that real estate, right?
Well, you want what everybody wants to hear.
Right. So
at that time, and that's where we are chart-based.
Yeah. On
our programming.
So if Tyler can get some other songs up there in the top 40 and get out of the top 50, we could
the bottom 60, however you want to look at it.
However you want to look at it, but if we get him into that 40 range, between 40 and 1, then yeah, I could play some more Tyler Childers, but that's why we don't play that much Tyler Childers, and if you hear him, it's going to be between midnight and 6 a.m.
Typically.
Yeah.
All right.
For now.
Oh, and in case you were wondering, mixing water with electronics is bad.
Is it?
Mixing water with your electronics is bad. Mixing water with uncooked rice is good.
Yeah, but what if you put your wet electronics in the rice?
Well, that's what we're talking about. Mixing uncooked rice with waterlogged cell phones, right?
Yeah.
You probably heard of that hack.
Mm-hmm.
You put your wet cell phone in a sack of rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've panicked after dropping your phone in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
But Apple is telling you, don't do it. We know you want to. Don't do it.
Now, what's their excuse?
Well, they say that iPhones are more sophisticated than they used to be.
Of course.
And some can handle certain levels of water.
Sure.
They now have a liquid detection warning that tells you if your USB-C port gets wet.
So does my Android.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I got an S9.
And yeah, we've been doing this for years over here, but that's right. Apple says there are things you can do. So dry the phone with a cloth and tap the phone gently to drain water from the ports.
And that's when you break your screen.
Mm-hmm. Leave the phone in a dry area with airflow and avoid putting cables inside until it's completely dry.
Mm-hmm.
But they say don't insert a foreign object such as a cotton swab or a paper towel into the connector. And don't put your iPhone in a bag of rice. Doing so could allow small particles of rice to damage your iPhone.
What?
Bum, bum, bum. There you go. I mean, we're just trying to help around here.
You know, it's so funny how an Android can take so much abuse.
And I was a big fan of Star Trek, okay? I mean, I learned this a long time ago.
But an Apple, as expensive they are, and they just came out with a moist sensing.
That is Don Bryce at YesRadioWorks.com.
A moisting sensor. And they just came out with it on the more sophisticated phones. And yet this S9, this S9 came out, 2005?
Yeah.
Or something? And it already had it in there?
So, yeah.
And my screen's not broken either.
Mine either. All right? I mean, I'm just saying.
What is the deal with Apple users and broken screens?
I have no idea.
Is that like a fashion
You know
trend
why?
or something?
Because you can't put it in no rice.
And
that's what it is.
And then people break their screens.
Too many rules. They sitting over here trying to tap it out, and it ain't working.
Oh.
I'm just saying, don't forget, guys and gals, the 6th annual Corvette Car Show is coming up March 23rd from 8 to 5, located at 1750 Cash Road right here in Camden. That is the 6th annual Kids Running the Show Corvette Car Show. Now, this is open to all Corvettes, stock and custom. It's only $50 to register. Stock and custom C1, C8, coupe, vert, wide body. They'll have a 50-50 drawing, door prizes, trophies. Refreshments are going to be available for all participants. And all the proceeds benefit the E.B. Williams Youth Center Gift of Progression program. If you want to get in on this, if you want to volunteer to help, if you want any part of it, call Eric Gunner, 870-818-2628. You tell him JJ said to hook you up. We also want to remind everybody that it is time for baseball and softball signups for the Camden Sportsplex. That's formerly the Boys and Girls Club in the Washita County Rec Center. It's now the Camden Sportsplex. Completely new management or whatever, however you want to look at that. So sign up at Camden City Hall, Ken's Discount, or Radio Works, or as Doc said earlier, you can now do it online.
Yeah, I don't have the link for that, though.
It can't be that hard to find.
I bet if you go to Ken's.
I bet, if you just type in Camden Sportsplex on your Facebook page, it'll probably pop up. I say probably.
Well, I'm checking.
I haven't looked.
I'm checking. Because if you do it online, you can use a credit or debit card.
Right.
So if everything else got to be cash or check, but you can use a card for the online. I don't see it on theirs.
What'd you go to? You went to Ken's?
No, I went to the Sportsplex, and they're just showing pictures, and maybe they put it way, way, way down at the bottom or something.
Well, I tell you this, all right, there are, I'm looking at their things.
There it is. Sign up. What?
Oh, I got all sorts of sign-ups.
Nope, that just goes to a picture.
All right, well, I'm telling you, Doc says you can do it online, you can do it online.
Well, that's what Sherman told us when we did the remote.
Coach Sherman Brooks.
No, Mike Sherman.
Oh, Mike Sherman.
Yeah, because we did that remote last weekend on the 16th.
Right, on Friday, yeah.
And so he said by next week, so sometime this week, you'll be able to do it online.
All right, so it should be coming up. Just watch the online stuff.
Yeah, just be watching.
And you know what? If it gets too close and you can't figure it out, well, come on down here to the radio station, stop by City Hall, or go by Ken's Discount.
And if you can't do it until Saturday, because, radio station going to be closed on Saturday.
Right, yeah. City Hall going to be closed
on Saturday. However, though, Ken's Discount open on Saturday.
Until like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So if you just can't seem to find time to get away from your work projects and stuff during the weekday, to get here before 5, because you got to get City Hall before 5, and you got to get here before 5. But you can't just seem to make it out there.
Absolutely.
You can always hit up Ken's Discount on Saturday. Just make sure you do it before 1.
All right, guys and gals. I'm sitting here playing on Facebook, and there's a picture just popped up of my granddaughters. And my granddaughters were in town this past weekend, and playing with them was so much fun.
Oh, that's how you got put on.
I was walking up the hill after saying bye to them, and the next thing I knew, I was
fell
flat
down the
on
hill,
my.
didn't
No,
you?
I didn't fall down. Should have.
Like at the transmitter.
If I had fallen down, no, God, no. If I had fallen down, it probably would have taken less time to heal.
They can't take you anywhere.
I'm telling you.
Got to clear the path before you get out there.
All right, coming up here in the next 57 minutes, 8 seconds, we're going to have some Hot Springs Boat, Tackle, and RV Show tickets to give away. Ooh. So you guys stay tuned for that. It's the Round Table, brought to you each and every weekday morning by a whole slew of sponsors like Hog Wild Bins and Bargains over in El Dorado. Remember, it's Dollar Day out at Hog Wild Bins and Bargains. They'll be closed tomorrow to restock those bins for $12 Friday. So get in there today, find out what bargains are left, and then get ready for $12 Friday. I'm telling you, Hog Wild Bins and Bargains, you need to go check it out. United Country Neely Forestry Service, 870-836-5981. They're part of America's largest integrated real estate and auction company since 1925. They can help you with your marketing approach for your property needs. Call them 870-836-5981. Skilled hygienist Timberland Dental offers a fulfilling career opportunity in a family-oriented environment. Stop by 135 Cash Road and check out what they can do for you. We're talking flexible hours. We're talking supportive atmosphere, competitive pay. Apply now. Timberland Dental, 135 Cash Road. Budget Propane, Highway 79 at the Crossroads Corner Store in McNeil. Locally owned and operated. No hidden fees or gimmicks. Call today. You get to talk to a real live person. No recordings. 870-393-0032. And remember, they're now serving Calhoun County. Stories, floor, and carpet. They want you to visualize. See that new flooring project online. And apply for their Shaw credit card at storiesfloor.com. Washita County Medical Center's CDU. 12-step recovery models. Medical, behavioral, and all sorts of other ways that they can help. That's what they do. Call 870-836-1289, 1-800-232-1289. Remember, all calls are confidential. Elite Fitness Clubs, 24/7 key fob access, affordable membership options, employer incentives, Medicare Advantage programs. Contact them by dialing 870-807-2589 or get your info at elitefitnessclubs.net. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop, serving auto owners for more than 20 years. Accidents happen, so if you find yourself in a ditch, just call
Maria.
837-2560. The Sandbar, 245 South Adams, open 4 to 10, Tuesday through Saturday. Fantastic atmosphere, great service, mouth-watering steaks, twice-baked potatoes, all the turf you can surf, or the surf you can turf. Mm-hmm. They got both, all right? You can surf and you can turf.
Just get both.
870-836-3003. Everybody's Antiques, 31,000 square feet, 120 different booths. They've got a wide variety of treasures for you to explore, so I wholeheartedly encourage shopping with a friend. If you want more info than that, call them up, 870-875-1444. First Choice Family Care, that's Dr. Smith and staff, 8 to 6, Monday through Friday. Get your new patient packet at myfirstchoicecare.com. Then call them up, 870-800-9002. First Choice Family Care. Dr. Jared being here tomorrow. So if you got any questions for the doctor, go ahead and give us a call or email us today. All right, Doc, what you got going on over there?
Oh, I guess we'll get us into some Glenn Beck's.
That's got to be starting like any second now, huh?
Started about 30 seconds ago.
But, well, better late than never. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case
your name here.
News Talk 92 KBEU Bearden. News Talk for South Arkansas. News Talk 92 KBEU.
This is the Glenn Beck Program.
Hello, America.